Oh, here's your squishy ball. That was the other thing. Yes, that is the other thing you wanted. Okay. We'll just see if anybody comes in here. Hello, beautiful people. Hey, Jakari. Welcome. Just lighting the candle, saying a prayer. Oh, I just realized I'm wearing the same thing that I had on last time I did this, but whatever. Pinky Lee, yay, I'm so happy you're here. I'm fabulous. So we're actually in Vancouver right now. So I'm so sorry I missed Thursday night, guys, but on travel days, it's just really tricky. Yeah, so Pinky Lee, if you want to start making the list as people pop in. But yeah, so we have like been traveling the last couple of days. Today's our first day where we didn't have anywhere that we were traveling to. We drove all the way from Edmonton, Alberta to Vancouver, British Columbia, which is about a 12 to 13 hour drive. And it's not an easy drive. It's like on icy, snowy roads. Apparently, it's like the highway. So yeah, it was like a crazy drive. I was so stressed, like, oh my gosh, I've never been more of a believer in God. Like our car, hi Glamour, our car started to like fishtail and we were gonna fly the fuck off the side of a mountain. Like I was just like, please God, please God. I was like, I am safe and protected. I am safe and protected. I'm fabulous. Oh, so tonight, guys, I'm doing something different. I recently got a couple new decks, but this one in particular by Kim Kranz. I really love her decks and her artwork. They're always beautiful. I don't know if this is a new deck that recently came out, but I just recently bought it. And I don't usually read the guidebooks that come with the decks, but I really always resonate with what Kim Kranz puts in her books. So what I want to do tonight is everyone's just going to get one card because you're going to help me like get to know this deck a little better. So I'll pull one card for everybody from this deck, and then I'm going to read what it says out of the book, and then I'll also give my interpretation for you in particular. So, yeah, a little bit different tonight, but, you know, it's not on my typical Thursday anyways, so why not change it up? So, yeah, this deck is called, it's The Wild Unknown Archetypes by Kim Kranz, who I just really resonate with, like, her interpretation of her cards. But I love this deck because the cards are round, and I haven't spent much time with it. I just got it like a week ago, but I only opened it and haven't touched it since because we've been so busy traveling. So I'm going to shuffle them. Oh, and how cool is that? That they're like diamonds. And then they're all just like different archetypes, like the mother, the father, the starborn. So I'm really excited to like help everybody maybe discover what archetype energy they might be in right now. And then, yeah, like I said, I'll read out of the book what the card says. And that's mostly for me personally because I just want to get to know her interpretations a little more. And then I'll still give, you know, the intuitive kind of read of it all. But, oh, and it's only 6 p.m. here, so my little nugget is still up. So apologies in advance if she pops in and interrupts. No worries, Pinky. I'll just start making a list myself then, because I don't know if Amam's going to come because, as I mentioned, this is not maybe in here. I don't take questions because I think when we ask a question, that's our ego trying to control the narrative. So I like to let God, Spirit, the universe tell me what needs to be shared versus trying to or not trying to, but like taking a question from you all. So there's no questions. It's just a general read. And then we take it from there. So, okay, first we'll have Pinky because obvi. Oh, and that's the other thing. If you want a card pulled for you, you have to say that. Like, I don't just write everyone's name down who's in here. So it'll be Pinky and then Jakari. And then, did anyone else? Glamour, did you want a card pulled? Okay, so Glamour will be off of Jakari. Glamourati, I like that. Oh, Noemi, hey, welcome back. I'm sure I fucked that up again, but I do my best. You guys remember, like, Noemi, did you want a card pulled? Kamar, same thing. Star Pink, like, Oh wait, Star Pink. So you did, yeah. So Star Pink, I'll put Star Pink down. Okay. Jakari Claire. Da, da, da. Okay, I guess the only one I'm waiting to see if they wanted one, Kwamar Abden and Noemi. I'm pretty sure Noemi would want one, but I don't want, people popping it out. So I saw you exercising, but I could not see my back. Oh, when I was at the hotel in Jasper. Yeah, I tried. Like, so we're at an Airbnb right now because we're only in Vancouver for like 5 nights. And there's not really any space to exercise in here at all. But because we are like going out and exploring so much, Srishti, yeah, I'll put you down. Srishti. Hello, everyone. Thanks. I love you. So if you're new to my lives, I don't take questions. They're just general reads. But then tonight we're doing something different because I just really want to get to know this new deck that I got. So it'll just be a 1-card pool, and then I'm going to read from the guidebook and then give my interpretation for you. So a little different than how I normally operate. So I hope everybody enjoys it, but honestly, it's kind of a selfish thing. So if there, yeah, I love you. There's totally space. So I love you will be after Srishti. Srishti, is that Srishti P? Thanks, I love you. I love that your name's I love you. I love saying I love you. Okay, so wait, I don't know. Okay, so far, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. Pinky will be number 1, Jakari number 2, 3 Glamourati, 4 Star Pink, 5 Srishti P, and 6 I love you. Because Noemi and what was the other one? Kamar Abden. You didn't chime in to let me know if you want. Hey, Marina. So we've got 6 right now. Maybe I'll wait another minute to see if anybody else is going to pop in before I start this round. But Autumn is doing just fine. She is watching YouTube, YouTube Kids across the table from me. So yes, Marina will be Marina, you're number 7. All right, we got a couple more spots. So I'll start to shuffle while we wait to see if more people. This is an interesting deck to try to shuffle. Decks are always tricky to shuffle when they're new, but especially like the shape of this one, because like the cards, like just for perspective, like this is my hand. Thanks, Marina. Yeah, her birthday is October 5th, so I'm real creative. Her middle name's Nebraska. That's where I got a little creative, but so okay, good. Tell her I will, Pinky. Autumn. Pinky says hello. She's probably like, who the fuck is no? She doesn't say fuck. She has a couple times. I'm not against it, honestly. So yeah, just for perspective. I mean, I have probably small, medium-sized hands. But like this card like takes up like more than my hand, so maybe and it's pretty thick too. I think there's 78 cards in this deck. No, how many are there? Normally it's like real big on there because people want to know. I don't buy cards because like they've got it is 78. So I don't buy cards because they've got like more, or I don't buy decks because they have more cards in it. I buy them because they speak to me. Man, this deck was screaming at me on the shelf, so I cannot wait to see what the messages are. I haven't even read myself from this deck yet, which I'm not sure I've ever read for somebody else from a deck I haven't read myself yet. But that's why, this is just like the get to know this deck kind of live, because I just really wanted to play with it. Yeah, these are Oracle cards. It's an Oracle deck called The Wild Unknown Archetypes by Kim Kranz. And I love Kim Kranz decks and interpretations. So I just recently got this one. So the way I'm going to do it, oh, thanks, I love you. That's so helpful. The way I'm going to do it is everybody will get 1 card pulled, and I'm going to read directly from the book because I just am curious what Kim wrote for these cards. And then I'll still give like a personal interpretation. So, okay. Thanks, I love you. See, that's just such a pleasant like YouTube name to have. Everyone's saying I love you. Okay. So I guess we'll just get going. It's been 10 minutes. And we've got 7 people for now. So it says there's 8 people in here though. So maybe somebody didn't want some. But yeah, anywho, let me shuffle these and then I'll get going with Pinky's card. Ooh, I'm so excited. Ooh, these are fun. Ah! They're always, like when they're new, you know, they like stick together and stuff. Oh, thanks, Tamara. Okay, I'll put you at the bottom of this one because I'll always make the list until it goes up to 10. So Tamara, tonight is a little different from my usual lives. So I hope you still enjoy it. But normally I do like multiple decks and everyone gets at least 3 cards. But tonight it's just this one deck that I'm using because I want to like play with it. Card tonight. Well, it's saying my connection is unstable. Sorry, guys. The Wi-Fi in this Airbnb isn't the best. I'm pretty annoyed about that because like that's the most important thing for me when I travel is having good Wi-Fi. So whatever though. This is a great location of a Airbnb. So okay, we're gonna start now. Let's get a card for Pinky. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that. I didn't feel either of those was yours. I just want one card, Spirit, please. This is it. Okay. Pinky, you got the heart. Card 31. Okay, I'll hold this up while I try to find it in here. Wow, this is going to be tricky because like all the numbers are in Roman numerals. I think I know my Roman numerals. Okay, 31. Where is it? The heart for Pinky Lee. Okay, Pinky. So it says the heart, and the keywords for this card are the heart card 31. Okay, yes. Okay. The keywords for this card are the home, the center, the throne, which makes sense. That's in our heart. There's a lot of information on this page, so I'm just going to read the passage. Sorry, guys. I'm still getting like figuring out this book. So, okay, the heart. It is possible from an imaginal point of view to sense the heart as a place. Either we are there within the realm of expansion and compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else offers us frequent departure. We may even become a stranger to the landscape of the heart, leaving it vacant for long stretches of time. The seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. This card encourages us to move past the layers of life's tangles and knots and enter the wild and sacred center of the self. The most precious throne in the galaxy is awaiting your return. So yeah, Pinky, I feel like this has been a common theme with some of your readings. What I'm getting from this is like you're so much in the logic of, you know, like you think, like you logically believe in the universe and the magic of it and God and, you know, just like the law of attraction and all of those things. Like logically, you're there. You get it all. It makes sense to you. It speaks to your soul. But like there's a disconnect with your heart where you're not really like feeling everything you think. Like you have all these thoughts, but you're not feeling them and living them with enough kind of, what's the word? Not determination, like belief almost. It's like you know it in your mind, but you're not believing it in your heart. And it's like holding you back because what we feel is what manifests on the outside, not what we think. You can think thoughts do become things, but like you have to feel it to really get there. It's almost like with gratitude. Like you can't just sit there every day. Sorry, guys, I got to turn the heat down. I'm like already sweating. Like my thing when I just tank top on. Sorry. Pinky, this is like a big message coming through, obviously, because I got so damn hot I had to get up. Yeah, you just need, like it said, it's so funny. It really rang out to me when it said the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. Because like you're always so sweet and kind to my daughter, like when you see her, when she pops in and stuff. And I just think that Mom passed 3 months ago, struggles real good. Yeah. No, and I get that. Because I've been there, you know. I told you before, my mom died when I was 18. And so it's one of those things when you're going through a tragic loss like that, like, you know it, but it's so hard to like believe it, because it just feels like your world is wrecked. You're like, how do I even come back from this? But that's why I said, like, is what did you enjoy doing as a child? With your mom even. Go and do some of those things you used to do with your mom on your own. And it's probably going to make you cry, and it's probably going to hurt a little at first. But like, it'll be very healing to realize that just because your mom's gone doesn't mean that all of those special, like, you know, things you did together or interactions have to go away with her, you know? So it really is just like back to basics. I get it. And honestly, Pinky, it's going to be that way for a little while, and that's completely okay. But you just have to remind yourself that it's a season, not forever. You know, Actually, I used to get angry when people told me that someday my heart wouldn't feel broken because of my mom's death, because that is just such, like, whether or not you have a good, you know, mediocre or perfect, like, or shitty relationship with your mom, like, they are all like losing the mother figure, you know, that's the first person you're connected to. Like, you literally grow from their body. So, you know, whether it's from adoption and you felt abandoned that way, like, everyone has like can experience abandonment issues with a mother in various ways. But just, yeah, really think of the happy times, focus on the happy times, and try to draw more of that youthful energy into your life without having her there. So, okay, Pinky, I hope you found that helpful. But yeah, girl, it's just like reconnecting with the inner you. So, okay, Pinky, now we're on to Jakari. I'm pretty sure you're still in here, but you guys, when I call your name, just like, if you could type in the comments just to let me know you're here. Because one time I read somebody when they weren't in here anymore, and I felt really bad about it. I try to be as ethical as possible with readings, and if you're not in here being read, and then you're like, your readings being watched by a bunch of people. Okay, thanks, Jakari. Okay. Oh, thanks, Sila. So Sylvia 19. So now when new people come in, just let them know that I won't, like, when new people come in, let them know I'm not putting any more names on the list now, because I never know how long each reading will take. So I wait till I get through. But like, you know, some people just come in and they like really take over in the chat for me, and that's just so helpful. So, okay. I love you. You're now a moderator. So I'm the next list. Let me see. Thanks, Pinky. All right. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. You always pop in. Okay, so now this is Jakari. Jakari. That's my little babe saying your name. Okay, Spirit, God, Angels, one card for Jakari. Okay, that's what we got. Jakari, you got the Mother, the first card in the deck. Let's go look at this.
Why you don't have your cards?
What? I do have my cards, baby. I'm just doing one deck tonight, though.
Where's your cards?
Mommy,
can I have some goldfish?
Yes, baby, you can have some goldfish. Oh my goodness.
But the bird is hungry for gold.
Okay, baby. Bubba, you know Mama's busy right now, okay? I'm doing business, so. Okay, then. Sorry, guys. I gotta get some goldfish here. Oh. Okay, then feed the birdie the goldfish. There, come over here and get it. I can't reach over there. Okay. She's all the way across the table. Okay, so Jakari.
I can't reach it.
Bubba, then you're going to have to get out of your seat. Mama's doing business. That's what I call it. Okay, so the Mother. The keywords, the Great Mother, the Feminine, the Source. Okay, we begin our archetypal story with the mother's first time in the warm womb of the mother, where she offered resources from her body for the building of our own. Yet her tale is not so simple, as the mother, especially on the earthly plane, contains both light and dark aspects of the feminine. Amen. With the best of intentions, the mother wraps her loving arms around her creations and begins to Autumn. Too much. Hey. You're going to have to go in the other room if you're going to be making a lot of noise, baby. Bubba. With the best of intentions, the mother wraps her loving arms around her creations and begins to grip what she meant to set free. The mother both nurtures and prohibits growth. She gives yet clings. She creates yet restricts. Amid this complex energy, the mother holds the key to eternal challenge of love. Amen. So, Jakari, what I'm feeling with this for you, I mean, honestly, I could get like a million different interpretations from that. But Jakari, what I'm feeling with this for you is there kind of are some underlying mommy issues that you might need to work through. The thing in the passage that stuck out the most for me was she gives yet clings, like you trying to spread your wings, and she didn't always want to let you in the ways that you wanted to. And that just really hindered your growth. And so you're harboring a little bit of bitterness towards her. And it's nothing that's irreparable, but it's what you need to be focusing on right now to heal, to move forward in life. And then you don't have to give it to them. Like you can burn it or you can drown it in water. Yeah, that's good. I'm proud of you. And it's like, this is the thing. It doesn't have to happen overnight. Healing takes time and it's not linear. You might think you're healed something and then 10 years later, it rears its ugly head again. So don't beat yourself up through the process, but it's just something to really focus on as you continue. So I feel like what you should do, you might even start writing and not know what to write. So what would be helpful is to just maybe start off the letter nice or kind, or kind of even the reverse. I have trouble being angry. Anger is an emotion that I have always struggled with processing. My go-to is to get sad, because sadness honestly is the root of all anger. If you're hurt, if you're angry at somebody, it's because they hurt you and that made you sad, and that's why you're reacting with anger. But that's still a challenge. Sometimes we do need to get angry. So get angry at your mom. Literally write out everything that she did to fuck you up. Because listen, I'm fucking my kid up right now. Everybody's fucking their kids up. It's just there really is no book or rule for parenting. You have to just figure it out as you go. Cross your fingers, hope and pray. It's just all about doing your best. So you can't and just really understand that your mom was operating from her reality. And even if she doesn't, you have to learn to forgive people who you'll never get an apology from. So, oh shit. Okay, Jakari, I hope that helped you gain some clarity on what you could focus on this week. Okay, now we're on to Glamourati. Glamourati, are you here? Glamourati here. Thank you. What a quick response. You're welcome, Jakari. Okay. Glamourati, a card for Glamourati. I love that mother card. I think it's so beautiful. Mother, this is the thing. It's such a common thing for guys to be oh, she has daddy issues or whatever. But heads up, you can have mommy issues too, whether you're male or female. It doesn't matter. And daddy issues as well. We all have parental issues, shit that we have to heal. Anything that is wrong with you or perceived wrong with you, anything emotionally development wise, the first place you should always look is, how were you raised? Did that come up in your childhood? That's always the best place to start. It doesn't mean the answer is always from there, but ooh, Glamourati, you got the creator. I like that. Number 22. Master number. Let's find it in here. I just think the artwork on these cards is just so creative. And this, honestly, I haven't even been through this whole deck yet. I briefly looked at all of them. But these are from what I can remember, because I don't have all of my Kim Kranz decks with me, but these are the first ones where I remember seeing kind of imagery instead of just artwork. But okay, Glamourati, the creator, the artist, the alchemist, the innovator. The creator. The first archetype in the trio of existence is not intimidated by dark. They make the empty room resonate with healing sounds. They generate bounty from the seed that others tossed away. Though generative, this archetype annihilates preconceived notions of what is possible, leaving unexpected openings in the wake of its destruction. The creator does this by friction with each human soul. Whether we call it nature, God, goddess, Shakti, or divinity, it remains nameless. It is the creator's lifelong companion. So clearly you're a creative being. Right away, the artist like stuck out for me, for you, Glamourati. I feel that you're just not using your God-given talents. I don't even want to say enough, but I want to say in the way that they were meant to be used. When we have like a God-given talent, just something that we're naturally good at, it could be communicating, it could be like, drawing or painting. Like, I'm assuming it's a creative thing because hello, the creator card. We need to always remember that God gave us these talents for a reason, and typically it's to be of service to others. So that doesn't mean you create shit and give it away for free, but you have to get creative with the way you're creating and solve a problem that somebody has. Believing in yourself enough that you could do that. But you can. Everybody can. People do it every day. And this is the thing too. You don't be a good use of your creative talent, but when you're properly using them, your connection is unstable. So I hope you will start focusing on using those creative talents more efficiently, is what I will say. Sorry guys if like I keep cutting in and out. I mean, it doesn't like there's not taking listen to the card. Listen to this. Thanks. I love you for keeping it. Yeah, hard to like, because when I want to make sure when I'm reading people, I'm giving them the whole like focus of my intention, but it's also hard not to like want to chime in and chat with everybody. But that's why it's about balance. So Glamourati, you better get on that shit. You need to be creating a business right now. Write down like it really is. Write down a list of the top 3 or 5 things that if you didn't get paid for them, if money didn't matter, like what would you want to do every day for the rest of your life? Like if you could only do like 1 or 2 things, what would it be? Mine, honestly, I love reading tarot. I love it. This is so fun for me. And I also love dancing. It was my biggest passion in the world. Okay, that's what I'll say. It's not dance, a public speaking class. And like a girl literally passed out at the podium. Like she fell in the middle of the class in front of everybody. And I felt so bad. But I also, because I was so young too, I didn't understand that people were afraid of talking to other people. I always say I've never met a stranger because I can talk to anybody about anything. Because I've lived so much life. So it's like you can always find something to connect with somebody on. I'm sorry, Star. It's my Wi-Fi. It's not, It's like the Wi-Fi of this Airbnb is so shitty that I almost didn't go live, because if it gets too annoying, guys, just let me know and I'll just like go off, I guess. But okay, Star Pink, it's gonna be your turn. Where are we? Glamourati, I hope you found that useful. Okay, Star Pink. Let's get a card for Star Pink. So yeah, if you're just popping in, I'm doing something a little differently tonight. I'm just using one deck because it's a new deck and I just really want to read the passages in the guidebook. So I'm just pulling everyone one card and then giving, like a personal interpretation of the reading. Because I really want to get to know this deck more. I might do this every now and then. I don't do it with every deck. Like I buy new decks a lot, but this one I just felt like doing this with. And it makes sense to me because it's archetypes, like we all have like a giant archetype energy constantly flowing. Hey, too much. If you're gonna be wild, you gotta go in the other room, lady. Mama doing business. Okay, Star Pink, Star Pink, Star Pink. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, I'm not taking that one because one of these straight up. This one like flipped up inside the deck. Ooh, number 3, the Starborn. Ooh, I like this card, Star Pink. Look at that egg cracking, getting ready to be motherfucking born. Yes, bitch. Oh, you are becoming something. Oops. Okay. I really don't need to read the book, you guys. I already feel the things I want to say about it before I read it, but I just like to read Kim Cran's passages. So, okay, the Starborn. This one says, well, the keywords are the divine child, the star child, the destined. An elusive yet radiant. Hey, too much. Sheesh. This is a really tiny Airbnb. It's basically like a hotel room. It's like this little kitchen kind of living area and the of light that arrives with each being at birth in a unique shape that maps our path in the world. Autumn, that's too much. You can have it back when you've done some good listening. You have to earn it. No. Autumn. You guys, parenting is really tough sometimes, honestly. It breaks your heart. It's like, I don't want to see her cry, but I've asked her a lot of times to. Bubba, here's the thing. Look at me. You can have it back if you go in the other room. You can't have it out here because I asked you lots of times to not be making too much noise with it, baby. And you weren't. Last chance. There you go. Oh, okay, kids. Okay. Sorry about that, Star Pink. Mother duties call. Okay, Autumn. Stop. It's not okay. Okay. An elusive yet radiant aspect of the self, the starborn archetype points to the cosmic spark of light that arrives with each being at birth. The moment the newborn crowns, whether vaginally or surgically, the royal stars above are said to constellate in a unique shape that maps our path in the world. The idea of destiny is controversial, yet the starborn naturally feels a sense of destination and purpose aiming itself toward a future that is beyond the mundane. When this card appears, travel back to your birth story for clues and insight. What did you desire when you were young? Interesting. I feel like all of these readings tonight are building on top of each other. So what did you desire when you were young? Practicing your life from a mythic point of view rather than as a series of logistics under the stars with a unique destiny. So what I'm feeling with this Star Pink is you're kind of like in the middle of a spiritual awakening and you're just feeling a little bit lost. Like you're seeing synchronicities like everywhere, but none of them are making any sense. It's almost like an overload. And like the guidance that this card is giving is like that feeling. It's just like affirming that feeling you have that you were born and destined for more, what you are meant to do. You're like a star seed. You've got like a gift that you're like a spiritual gift that you're supposed to be sharing with the world. And that not only honors the divine, but it helps you honor and love yourself more by sharing that. So everybody around you isn't kind of like on the same vibration as you. So the universe will naturally like take people out of your life and bring new people in. But I really feel like you need to kind of go into hermit mode and just really delve into your spiritual work and like starting to heal your demons and looking at your shadow side and your darkness. Okay, because you got shit to do, but you got a lot of gunk you got to clean up considering it keeps buffering, but is buffering for everyone else? Because Starpink's the only one that I've noticed that has said. I mean, like it tells me when it says like bad connection, so I know it's actually happening. I'm just curious if it's doing it for everyone or is buffering for you too. Man, guys, I'm so sorry. This is why I like. Yeah, this is why I almost didn't go live because like I feel bad. Like I know how annoying and frustrating that is, but I'm sorry. There's not much I can do about it. It's just like, okay, this is we're going to pull a card for Shrishti. Shrishti. Oh, sheesh. Okay, let's get a card. Oh, there it is. Ooh, oh my God, you guys, I was like saying how I feel like all these readings are like building on top of one another because like Pinky's talk about moms led to Jakari's like mother card and then Jakari, it's just like each one. And I just told Star Pink she needs to go in like a hermit mode and then like look at which card Shrishti just got, the cave, which is, I mean, I haven't read the thing yet, but I'm assuming it's something like hermit mode. card might be an important number. Yes, baby.
Number 32.
The number of your card might be something of significance too, so don't ever negate it. All right, Srishti. The cave, the dark, the portal, the interior. Those who are fortunate enough to find and enter the cave are forever. The whispers of compassion and self-understanding can be heard. Because of its mystery and power, many of us fear the cave and never try to find it. We busy ourselves in the bright lights of the city while the cavernous and dimly lit chamber calls out to us in the night. Where is your cave? You already know. Return to it and tend to the fire. This is exactly what I was just telling Star Pink. It's time to go within and look at the darkness, because like, I know it's scary and overwhelming to think like, oh my gosh, I've got shit wrong with me. Nobody wants to think that anything's wrong with them. I mean, most people anyways, but honestly, I love knowing what's wrong with me, because then I can figure out how to work through it or fix it so I can move past it. But I didn't always feel that way. You know, it takes a lot of like emotional growth and development to get to a place where you're comfortable with knowing, hey, I'm not fucking perfect, but here's the good news. Nobody else is either, you know? So it's just really about going and looking within and acknowledging your darkness. You can't just put on this face that everything is fine and everything is perfect and everything is okay. Like, yes, you should absolutely be optimistic and hopeful in life, but like, you cannot deny the shit that like eats away at your soul. That's the shit that you need to let go of. So it's time, Srishti. Like, that's like where you're at on your spiritual journey, is like, you have, this isn't like, this is some rough shit about me, but you know what? I don't have to define myself by this shit. It's all of the parts of me that make me beautiful. Okay. You put a goldfish where? You put a goldfish in the bird's eye. Come on, you can make a mess. Come on, baby. This is the thing. I don't know if any of you have kids or toddlers or anything. She'll be like quiet as fuck until I try to talk to somebody else. I mean, she's always kind of like vocal, but like if it's just me and her, she's totally fine. She'll relax and like I don't have to give her attention 24/7. It's like these eyes in here. I just noticed those like piercing eyes, Srishti. You see that? But like, look at this, how bright this third eye like opening is. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. Because like, this person isn't afraid to go in the cave because you know that you're going to come out brighter and wiser. Like, why wouldn't you? My favorite part of aging is the wisdom that you gain with it, you know? But not everybody does that. We can get stuck at certain like emotional development levels because like they're comfortable. You know, the cave is about pushing through your comfort zone to like look at the really dark shit that's holding you back. So you need to do some journaling for sure. Hope you found that helpful. It's interesting doing reads with just one card. I don't know. I've done it before, but normally I like to. Okay, let's get a card for I love you. I love you. Oh, I love you. I love that you used this sunflower. That was my mom's favorite flower. I just noticed you've been putting those. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. I love this card. But it's interesting. So I love you. You got the comic. That's number 26. Okay. Look how cute that card is, though, with that little cat. But what's really drawing me to the cat is kind of, it looks like the cat is wearing a mask. It's almost like there's a black cat beneath the, like, yellow cat. Hi, Hillary. Welcome and thank you. I love you. Well, is moderating. Okay, Bubba, your water's right there. 26. I love you is moderating and can catch you up in a minute, but right now, I'm assuming I feel feminine energy, so she's getting her reading, or they, whatever you want to go by, kids. I don't mind. Okay, so the comic for I love you. It's a new kind of style tonight, so anybody who's watching me for the first time tonight, I mean, I hope you enjoy it, but also I hope you come back so you can see what the normal lives are like, because this is not I'm reading out of a book, but I just really wanted to like get to know this deck. So, okay. For I Love You, the comic. The keywords are the Joker, the clown, the fool. The comic carries a remedy for all that ails this world. Amid the deepest pain and suffering, there's always potential to lift up out of the darkness through laughter. Though dismissed by some as lowbrow. This again, I Love You. This card is totally building on the last one because you're not having any treats until I'm done, and I know that you've done good listening, okay? So you can wait till I'm done. You could have some popcorn right now. You want popcorn?
What?
Sorry, guys. The cheesy popcorn. You want cheesy popcorn? Okay, well then you have to wait till I'm done to have something else. Okay, sorry. Though dismissed by some as lowbrow or unsophisticated, this archetype actually has a highly advanced mind, as humor requires one to see the situation from afar rather than to be swept away by the drama. But Autumn, this is not good listening. There will not be any treats. As humor requires one to see the situation from afar rather than to be swept away by the drama, sees and accepts the messiness of life, using it as material to be mixed and shaped in a potion to soothe the stressed and serious mind. They literally lighten us up. Thus, within the comic is usually the sage or the magician working healing magic upon any audience who will lend an ear. The comic may be the archetype that heals the deep division in our world, one pun at a time. Kind of like the old me. I used to do stand-up comedy, and my comedy was really dark. Like, I made jokes about my mom dying. I made jokes about being raped, like just about all the darkest stuff in my life. And I always told myself, like, if just one person in the audience laughs or connects with it that night, then I've done my job. So anyways, not about me though, I love you. It's about you. And what I'm feeling about this with this card, yeah, is like kind of like how I was just saying to Shriti. It's almost like don't brush under the rug your own pain. I feel like this card is very much about like people pleasing, you know, like you just don't want to upset anybody. You try to keep the peace. So you make jokes or you make light of things that actually like affect you and hurt you. And you're not allowing yourself to, like, you're not giving yourself the same amount of respect and space that you give to others when it comes to like being a shoulder to cry on sort of deal. So what I feel with this card for you, I love you, is just like about making space for yourself and recognizing that your pain and your issues are just as worthy of healing and laughter, you know, almost like kind of put down and allow yourself to be vulnerable to others so you can connect on a deeper level. Because when you're constantly just like, you know, being funny on the surface, like nobody really gets to know the real you because they almost like, not that you're a joke, but you know, they kind of think, and I'm not, you know, I used to be this way where it was like, nobody ever took me seriously because everything I said was always a joke. And that was one of the things when I was transitioning into reading tarot. I was like, who the fuck is going to like want me to read their tarot? Like I'm known for my dick jokes, you know? But that's the thing. You get to decide who you want to be and how you want to be perceived. So if you want to be taken more seriously, then stop making light of things that are serious. You know, it's okay to laugh at pain, but it's just about finding that balance of recognizing like it's okay to cry about it too, you know? So I hope that was helpful. I love you. It's so funny because like I don't remember seeing, unless you change your YouTube name, like I don't remember seeing you in my lives before, but I just really resonate with that reading as well. So it's almost like a kindred spirit or soul. You're welcome. I love you. And the fact that you keep putting the sunflowers, like that's just wild. Of all of the emojis, I mean, you do use a lot of them, but okay, now it's Marina's turn. Hold on. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. I got champagne in this cup here. It's not tea, but I don't have champagne glasses because I'm in Airbnb, but I'm going to go get some more. Oh, Bubbaroo. Are you doing good listening? Because there might be some... This... Don't be making wild lady messes. Peach one, because I just thought it was really beautiful and unique, but she always loves the yellow flowers. And I don't mind them. Yes. Okay, so Marina, are you still here, Marina? Marina. Oh, there she is. Okay. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. Okay, so if you're just popping in, I am on number 7 of the first set of 10. Tonight's live is a little different than normal. Usually I use multiple decks and I just intuitively like choose cards from different ones for everybody. But right now I'm just using this one deck because it's a new deck and I just really wanted to get to know the guidebook because I resonate. Autumn, too much, baby. I resonate with what Kim Kranz writes a lot in her guidebooks. So I'm reading from the book. Everyone's just getting one card, but it's an archetype card, so it should be a pretty clear message. And then I give an interpretive message after. So, okay, this one's for Marina. Marina, you got the vision. I think L stands for 25, maybe. So that can maybe be number 30. We'll see, guys. Oh, wait, no, 30 would be 3 tens. You guys, does anyone know what L? This is where it's going to take me a minute. I don't know all my Roman numerals. Shit. I never, like back. Oh, okay. So there we go. I found it. Found it. Back in like school when you're learning Roman numerals, you're like, when the hell am I ever going to need this shit? Honestly, I never thought reading tarot I would need to know this high of them. Chrissy, I don't take questions. Sorry. I'm sure. Thanks. I appreciate that. I love you is letting everybody know, like, I'm not taking questions from this deck. Oh yeah, I love you's already got me there. Okay. So Marina, this is a beautiful card. It says the vision, the dream, the imagined, the revealed. It is said that we are each born with a unique vision, a destiny toward which we are aimed. It is also said that we forget this vision the moment we are born. That makes sense. Thus, we are sent on a lifelong journey of rediscovery. Such is the elusive nature of the vision. It slips away, yet it guides. It appears in strange dreams and surreal images, seemingly unattainable and preposterous with vision. They emit energy more potent than any elixir. When we lose connection to the vision, life becomes dull and exhausting. Bring back the mystery. Bridges from this card, Marina, is you are surrounded by too many people that don't agree with your vision. Like, you've always had a vision for your life and your dreams, but because of the way you were brought up and the people you're surrounding yourself with, they're constantly like saying things like, oh, that'll never happen, or oh, that's a nice dream. And you don't think that these things matter, but they do. Like, like your subconscious takes in everything you hear. Like, I won't even put on certain TV shows and stuff anymore because, like, I don't want that getting into my subconscious. Like, you know, like if you're into drama. When I was in college, my favorite show was Grey's Anatomy and just like Law and Order SVU. Do not watch that shit because that is putting toxic shit into your brain and like further fanning your drama flame. Stop letting the opinions of others affect your reality. If there's somebody who's constantly negative, you have to cut them out of your life. You just have to. You're not going to move forward and be able to create this dream life, this vision you've always had for yourself until you find the inner strength and confidence to do this. A good way to start is just by like creating a regular self-love routine. Because the more you love yourself, the more strength you'll find to be able to tell these people, hey, shut the fuck up. And another good way to keep your vision protected is to just not tell people about it. There's a lot of people that I just don't even tell shit to anymore. One, it's not their business. Unless I'm fucking you or you're paying my bills, you don't get an opinion. And even then, it will be weighed and measured, you know? I'm not currently fucking anyone and nobody's currently paying my bills. So I make all my own decisions. But, you know, that's why it is so important to be financially independent and stuff, because you don't want other people to be able to weigh in on your dreams. So really, Marina, this is about protection. You need to protect yourself and protect your vision. When I tell people to try to put me, yeah, because they don't believe in themselves enough. When somebody's telling you that you can't do something, they're telling you who they are, not who you are. You know who you are. Believe in yourself, okay? All right. Next is Tamra. Tamra, I don't remember what Tamra's last name is. Is Tamra still here? I hope you like that, Marina.
Mommy, I get treat.
You're welcome. This is why, like, I really do wish I could be like everybody's personal cheerleader, because like I feel you guys and I believe in you, but you're not believing in yourselves. Yay, Tamara Forever's here. Okay. So, No. Tamara. Thanks, baby. What a good helper. Okay, Tamara, you got, I like this card. This is some beautiful imagery. The Mountain, number 33, another master number. We got some fly motherfuckers up in this chat tonight. There we go. Where's 33? Guys, it stands eternally in our awareness, calling us towards its peak. It stirs up stoic and regal feelings, reminding us of the long line of spirits, sages, sadhus, and gods that made their humble thrones within its snowy peaks. Beware, though, as the mountain can affect us in two ways. It can inspire and enliven us to rise to new heights and peak experience, yet it can also create isolation, competitiveness, and an inflated sense of self. Standing upon its heights can activate the purest and perfectionist in us, creating separation from those we deem to be below. No matter how high you ascend, remember that it is within the core of the mountain that the gems, the minerals, and jewels reside. If you think it's all about going up, you're following the fool's path and missing the miner's magic. So, Tamara, what I'm feeling with this is almost like, don't forget where you came from. Like, it is totally realistic to want to keep climbing the mountain and keep doing and getting better, as you should. Like, if you're alive and living, you should constantly be working on self-improvement in some, oh, beautiful baby, self-improvement in some area. But you, good job, baby, thank you, but I can't play right now. I'm doing business, okay? Just don't forget where you came from in the process. It reminds me of that country song that says, like, always stay humble and kind. No, I'm not saying you have an inflated, hey, too much. Either, okay, Autumn, go. Stop, baby. Okay, here, where's your tubes? You have to go in the other room because you're not doing good listening. Go in here. You can come out when mommy's done. Play with your, why don't you color that box on the inside, okay? Here. Right, if you're gonna be quiet, you can come out. Sheesh, guys, sorry. This isn't abusive. Like, this is, but like my income level's just not there yet. Soon, guys. So, okay, Tamara. So what's important to remember with tarot and oracle cards is this could be like the current energy, past energy, or future. So what I'm feeling with this is like you're on this journey, like you're currently climbing up this mountain, and it's not saying that you're doing anything, you're not doing any of this now with the forgetting where you came from, but it's like just reminding you that as you continue to climb and remember where you came from, honor your ancestors, honor your journey, honor the people in your life that shat on you, because they all helped you get there, you know? Like, nobody gets anywhere on their own, because even if you were shat on your entire life, which isn't the truth, like typically, eventually, at least one person usually has to take a chance on you or believe in you. But even if you were shat on your entire life, those people who shat on you helped you become the person you were to achieve these goals. So it really is just don't forget where you came from, okay? I believe in you, bitch. Keep doing what you're doing, because like to me, this tells me you're on the right path. That's why it's like you're so close to the peak that you just have to like remember now, because it's going to all pop off soon. Okay. So that was for Tamara. Now it's Sylvia 19. Is Sylvia 19 still here? Sylvia 19. You guys, sometimes I lock myself in the bathroom because I just need a minute. Like, I love my child to death, obviously. But you're welcome, Tamara. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I just, sometimes mommy needs a fucking break. Literally, like, you guys, I can't even explain to you how scary that drive we just did from Edmonton to Vancouver was. I had no idea. There are 2 reality shows that were created about truckers, like ice truckers and Highway Through Hell. If you've ever heard of either of those shows, those are the roads I just drove on. And I had no idea before I did it. Like, I almost died. I was so scared. You guys, we literally almost died. I know I'm not going to die anytime soon. I've got way too much shit to do, you know? And like, we travel full time. If you're new to my channel, I travel full time as a single mom with a 3-year-old, just reading tarot, writing. I'm so excited. So we're in Canada till the middle of May. And then we go to Florida for a week at Disney World in May. And then we're going to Ireland. I'm so excited. Tatiana, I will be taking more. I'm on number 9 of my current list. Is Sylvia 19 still here? Last call for Sylvia 19. So yeah, I do my list in chunks of 10 because I'm long-winded. I feel like a lot of readers are. You know, we love doing this. We could just keep going and going. So, oh, Chrissy, I'm from Florida. I lived there for 22 years. I grew up in Clearwater, and then I went to college at Florida State. And after college, I moved out to Los Angeles, and that's where I lived the last 10 years. But Tatiana, I Love You is in charge of the list right now. I'm not sure how many people are on there, but considering it's already been an hour and I only ever do this 2 hours at a time, I'm only going to take 10 more names. So I Love You. How many people do we have on the next list yet? Guys are so fucking shy there. That's so funny, girl. I feel like Dubai, guys. Well, yeah, that's different. Dubai, like European, I mean, obviously Dubai is not in Europe, but Eastern men are, yes, very more like aggressive and outgoing than any Western men, honestly. Oh my gosh, you guys. Well, I can't talk about this guy on here because, like, who knows? He might watch someday. But I met someone recently, and I'm real curious to see where this shit goes. Okay, so Sylvia 19, gotta cross her off. That took, she's not here. Maybe next time. All right, Diva Bomber. Diva Bomber. Is Diva Bomber still here? Diva Bomber. Oh, why do I travel so much? Because I want to. Like, about Americans by the there. Oh, interesting. I travel because that's what I enjoy doing. And I grew up in Florida. I traveled a lot just like camping up and down the East Coast when I was younger because I was raised by a single mom and that's all she had money to really do for us. I didn't go on a plane to like clients in LA and well, Nashville. I lived in Nashville for a few months and Florida. And like I read people all over the world and just started the YouTube channel, but you know, it's nice to have somebody to talk to. Oh, no worries. So, okay, is Diva Bomber still here? Diva Bomber is the last one on my list from this first chunk. So I'm so sorry about the video lagging, guys. Like this is honestly normally that is my biggest thing when I choose an Airbnb is good. Oh, thanks. RM2HD2RH2. Yeah, I always try to book places that say they have good Wi-Fi, but you know, people lie on Airbnb. We had some issues when we first got to this one. It was not cleaned up to my standards, so I had them fucking come here and clean it. Like, I'm paying you. This place needs to be clean, especially with coronavirus going around and I'm traveling with a small child. Like, fucking clean your shit. So... Rose. Okay, Rose. Oh my God, Rose. That's my favorite flower. All right, I guess Diva Bomber is not here. Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, I love you just said that. Okay, so now we will be starting a new list. So wait, okay. I Love You. You had just started to make a list. Is Tatiana? Tatiana, yeah. Is Tatiana first on this list? I work as a model and so hard here in Florida. Where in Florida are you, Chrissy? Okay, so Tatiana. Let's see. Tatiana, Manya. I'm just writing it down for my own. So Chrissy, Rose. Yeah, I'm not writing all that. We'll just call her Rose. What does Jameson want to tell me? Oh, so Tatiana. So for anyone, Cocoa Beach, yeah, Melbourne. Is that a good place for modeling? I mean, I know there's random like modeling gigs all over Florida because I started modeling there when I was 3 years old. But I just feel like you're not, I mean, unless you're trying to be a bikini model, like Florida's not really the best place for modeling. Yeah, I never take questions. So, okay, for everyone as of right now, the next list is Tatiana, Manya, Chrissy, and then Rose. So that's 4 people. Yeah, so I never take questions, guys, because I feel like when we ask a question, that's our ego trying to control the narrative. So I like to let spirit, God, the universe tell me. No, I don't post that anywhere. So you'd have to like watch me regularly to know that. Yeah, I love you's new too. I just made her a moderator because I normally only go live on Thursday nights. So like neither of my regular moderators could be here right now because it's not normally scheduled. But because I travel full time, I'm gonna have to start to I do have CashApp, Anna, but I'm gonna, yeah, when we have travel days, the lives will just have to work around my travel schedule. So my CashApp or PayPal, or I don't know, well, my PayPal I think is just for sellers, but CashApp or Venmo is bohemimom. I think I put it in the description if anyone wanted to like donate for the reading. Honestly, like I don't expect people to do that. I do this once a week for free because it's just like nice to yeah, I've been here once before. Got a great read last time. Oh, Manya, yeah, I remember that one. I think that might have been my first like official night. But okay, so we're gonna start now. So I love you. On the current new list, I have Tatiana, Manya, Chrissy, and Rose. So then when people come in, there will be space for people without permission. I think that's so unethical. You're too sweet, dude. I have this weekend. I love you. Oh, thank you. You guys, you're making my heart so happy. Okay, I feel like we're just like totally having girl time right now, but like I gotta get back to these readings. So, oh wait, you two were talking to each other. Oh, that was at I love you. Oh, that's so funny. Oh man, I was like, oh. Whatever, guys. I love you, bitches too. Okay. I do. Sometimes I feel left out when I'm doing the readings, and you guys have this whole other thing going on, like in the thing. Oh shit, Anna, that's so sweet of you. I didn't even know I text them for that. Let me turn that down. What does that even mean? Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Anna, did you want a reading? Like, Anna just sent me money and then hasn't even had a reading, so that's sweet. Yeah, Anna, I got it. But did you want a reading? Like, you didn't have to send me any money. That's very kind and thoughtful, but I love you also, don't worry. Okay, thanks, Manya. I would assume if you're thanks. Yes. Okay, so Anna, you'll be number 5. All right, so now that we have 5, I'm gonna get going. And then I love you. You're in charge. Okay, Re-R. Okay, Re-R's on this list. All right, so we have 6. So I love you. The current list is Tatiana, Manya, Chrissy, Rose, Anna, and Re-R. Chrissy, you don't have a curse in your life. My God, I'll explain about that when it's turn. So, okay, we're starting with Tatiana though. She's been waiting very patiently. Tatiana, you still here, girl? Sorry about that. I get chatty, guys. This is why, like, I don't like to have like time limits on things or the readings. You know, some people's messages take like 30 seconds, and there's really not much more that needs to be said about it. But some people, I'm like, man, I wish I had you for 45 minutes. So, okay, Tatiana. Tatiana. Ah, okay. so 25. Sorry, I have to 30. 25 plus 9 is 34, I think. Sorry, guys, I'm really working on my Roman numerals tonight. The medallion. I love this card. Okay. The medallion for Tatiana. The keywords are the amulet, the talisman, and the heirloom. The passing of sacred objects is an ancient ritual within families, between lovers, and in tribes across the globe. Sorry, guys, the champagne's making me burp a little. We give jewels, treasures, keepsakes, and mementos of all kinds, some of great material value, others that hold emotional resonance, and still others with both. Yet, when these gifts are bestowed upon us, it is important to recognize that they may bind us to an unspoken agreement or promise. Dun, dun, dun. When the medallion card appears, be aware of how the objects you hold dear may be embedded with unconscious energy or expectations. Materials hold consciousness, and it's time to reconcile the vibration of the objects around you. What do you covet and collect? Why? Is there an object you have held on to for years that you are ready to release? Perhaps it is time to reach for the medallion that aligns with your deepest values. Okay, Tatiana, what I am feeling with this is such a heavy energy. It is, you need to do, have you seen that show on Netflix that is, I think her name's Marie Kondo or Marie something like that. She's this beautiful Asian woman that goes into people's homes and teaches them how to let go of things by whether or not it sparks joy. And that is exactly what you need to be doing. You need a total revamp, and you might find you're left with one outfit and one pair of underwear, but you need to go through your, go watch that show. Write it down right now. It's called, what is it? It's not called Spark Joy. Tidying Up. It's called Tidying Up with Marie Kondo or something. It's on Netflix. You need to go through all your shit, like a big thing, have a garage sale, donate shit. But you need, what she does on the show, I'm going to put this down so I can show you. She picks up every item and she says, does this spark joy? And sometimes you feel like an emotion from something. It could be happiness, it could be sadness, it could be a memory. But when you hold it, does it make you happy? And if it doesn't make you happy, you need to get rid of it. And the way that she tells people to get rid of it, which I love, and this is why I'm one of her biggest fans, is because I just naturally always did this. I didn't know you could write a book about it, but she wrote a book about it. And she, like, if it's something you get rid of and it has a good memory, but you know you don't need to take it in the future, you say it's like honoring it was and letting go of it. You need to declutter the fuck out of your shit. You know that saying is spring cleaning. Spring is right around the corner. I think spring equinox is on March 21st. And this is the perfect time because are we in a waxing moon right now? Let me see. I think we're in a waxing moon, which is like, yeah, waxing gibbous. Okay, the full moon. Oh my gosh, the full moon being in 1 day and 15 hours. Tatiana, you need closing on time. Yes. Okay, so Tatiana, what you need to do, the full moon is the good time for like letting go of shit over the next week, but especially the 72 hours surrounding the full moon. You need to be going through shit and letting it go. You're like energy, even hair. You guys see how my hair is short right now? It's normally like down to here, but that's because twice in the last 2 years, I've done a giant chop because everything holds energy and you don't want that old stagnant energy. And so the last bit of hair that was still on my head was that I cut off just in December was from a toxic relationship. And no, I didn't want short hair, but I didn't want to be carrying that shit around with me either. So sometimes you just have to do a revamp and a refresh so you can begin again. But yeah, Tatiana, that's what you need to do is declutter, just like so you can bloom and blossom this spring, but perfect because there's a full moon coming up. So that's your message. Okay, I love you. Okay, yeah, Hillary. Oh, you got it. Hillary's, I love you's on it. Sorry, guys, 1 sec. I'm gonna check on my daughter that I put in the room and make sure she's not feeling abandoned. You doing okay in here? Okay, have a kiss. Sorry, guys. I feel bad when I got it. It's not like a punishment. It's like, give me some fucking space, you know? But you want to make sure she still feels loved and nurtured. So you're welcome, Tatiana. Man, honestly, that's an exciting card for me, the medallion, because, like, I love letting go of shit. You guys, I only own what fits in a small, like, carry-on size suitcase, and the same for my daughter. I feel free as a fucking bird. We've got like one box in storage with photos and things in Los Angeles, but other than that, every summer in Ireland. So it's like we have to get new stuff. It's once you get the hang of it, it's so good to get rid of shit. Okay, sorry, I'm just catching up with I Love Yous list. We are Pink Bailey. Hillary St. Julian, and then Maribel Balt. Maribel. Da-da-da. Oh yeah, you could do a waiting list. Shit, I could learn a lot from you. Yeah, you guys all need to watch that show, Tidying Up, on Netflix. It's so good. And once you get the hang of like letting go of stuff, it becomes very addictive. Okay, so Moonlight Magic is the last one. All right. Yeah, I feel like we've got enough, but if you want to make a waiting list, but honestly, no promises for waiting lists because I am technically on vacation. I consider anytime we stay somewhere less than a week, I consider it vacation. Which, like, so basically we're on vacation every other week or so, but whatever, we like to travel. We're nomads, so. Okay, next is going to be Manya. Manya. The chatty little firecracker. I love that, though. I love when you guys are, like, getting friendly in the chat. Yes? Did you come out here to be, are you coming out here to be quiet? You want to come say hi to everybody? I'll show you guys. You brought me a present? Sorry, intermission. Okay, I have to open a present. Oh my goodness. It's a bird in a cage. Thank you, baby. That's a beautiful present. Can I have a hug and a kiss and a cuddle? Oh, thank you. Love you. Okay, I'm almost done. So yeah, that's my little fart knocker. Thank you. Yeah, she is so cute. She's my little mini me. She's a wild lady. But yeah, we were out all day. We went to like this little children's museum, and then we went to a park, and then we went on a walk. So it's like I don't feel bad, but normally I do for those who come regularly, I normally do these once she's already in bed. But there just wasn't. I knew I would be too tired by that, so because she took a late nap, so she's not going to go to bed for a while. So I was like, you know what, we're just going to have to soldier through with her awake. Okay, sorry. Now it's for Manya. Ooh, I like this card, Manya. Ooh, it's got a rose on it too. Yes, baby. Bubba, no more presents till I'm done, okay? If you'd like, I can turn your tubes back on for you, even though I know you turned it off. What are you trying to do?
I want to do some business.
Yeah, but you can't do this business with Mommy because Mommy is doing YouTube business. Okay? So, Manya, you got the Maiden, and I love that it has a rose at the top. And these trees actually make me think of Vancouver a lot. Interesting, because you're right near here. Bubba, you can't do it. It's not your turn. Do you want to play with one of Mommy's other decks? You want to go on? You can play with these on the floor. I have to cleanse the shit out of them after, but you can play with those cards, okay? Don't lose any. She used to have her own little kid spirit animal deck, but oh, Manya, aren't we all? Okay. Baba. You gotta be quiet, okay? The Maiden. Ooh, the virgin, the princess, the innocent. The maiden archetype is the epitome of innocent arousal, naive sensuality, and precarious purity. She is compelling and addictive because of her flawless and youthful glow. She's the first archetype in the trifecta of maiden, mother, crone, and rightfully so because she has oh so much to learn. The maiden is perfectly positioned for trouble to come her way and subject her to challenge that leads to the next phase of womanhood. Ooh, I'm feeling this for you. She must grow up, yet hesitates at the threshold, enamored by the charms of youth. The maiden represents the side of us that is riveted and curious, drawn to shadowy forests, dark nights, and taking just one taste of poisonous fruit. Her magic is edgy and includes both shame and delight. Let yourself fall down the rabbit hole, young one. Manya. Manya, Manya, Manya. Okay, no, you're done. Sorry, guys. Somebody's in a little bit of trouble right now. Well, you're not allowed to come out here until I'm done now. Sorry, guys. I'm almost there. Give them an inch, they take a mile. Whatever. These all stick now. This is what she does, though, is when I try to do this stuff when she's awake, is she does things that she knows will piss me off. Honestly, that's what children do, is they trigger you. Because she wants attention. And, like, you'd think she never got attention, but she gets more attention than literally any other kid I know. So, okay. Back to Manya. Because I got a lot to say about this girl. Because Manya, I know, right, Manya? I was the same. But see, this is the thing. You are a princess, but you need to become a fucking queen. And your naivety and personally, because I used to be you, honestly. I was the princess. I was the naive, beautiful bitch that just everybody took advantage of because I was so naive and so youthful. But a queen, like a princess like does things like, accept a knight's offer because it's endearing. A queen demands examples of how he's going to, take action with what he said he was going to do. Yes. No, honestly, though, I love you. No offense, Manya. You're not the empress yet. You're just not the princess. You have to grow into that person. And that's what this card, where did I just put it? I just put your card away, but I want to look at the image again. What the card is trying to tell you is it's time, no offense, girl, love you to death, but it's time to grow the fuck up because you're holding yourself back. You're very comfortable in the princess energy. And that's like, the princess energy, but it's like the princess energy isn't going to get you where you want to be in life. You want to be that queen. You want to be the empress. But this little princess shit isn't going to get you there, So you have to stop playing the games. And, just for example, like when a guy does or says something, no, Manya, no, this is the tough love. This is like, it's all love. It is, like I said, I started this with I've been there. I have literally been you. I didn't become a queen, honestly, until very recently. And I didn't start my empress journey until I had my kid. So please don't take it personally. I'm only telling you, and right now it's telling me 10-10 on the thing. I'm only telling you because this is your time and your chance to grow. God, the universe, spirit is letting you know that if you're ready to put the bullshit and the games down, honestly, I feel that a queen would just have her titties fucking out, because you're not playing coy. You're not playing a game. You guys, I love being naked. It's my favorite thing. You know why? Because I'm so fucking confident. I don't even care that I don't have a perfect body by society standards or whatever. I don't give a fuck because I know so wholeheartedly in my heart who I am. And that's the kind of that's a boss ass bitch. That's queen energy. That's empress energy. But princess energy is when a guy, when a guy tells you, or you act like you don't know something, I don't know. Okay. Well, that's what I'm getting ready to tell you. So, when you act like you don't know something because you want to like play the innocent game to be flirty with a guy, like, yeah, what's an example? Like, say you knew how to change a tire and a guy's like, oh, I could teach you that. And you'd be like, oh, that'd be great. And it's like, bitch, you could change your own fucking tire or you could YouTube it. Strong, independent woman, don't need no man. So it's like, stop playing those little games where you tell men what you think they want to hear because you think that will like make them more attracted or that's what you're supposed to do. Honestly, that's what we do naturally because we think that's what we're supposed to do. Because women have been taught to think that like we're supposed to be a little bit I just want a free tire change. No, exactly. I get it. I get it. I love you. Like we've all done it, Manya. You're not alone. Yes, that's what I'm saying is like you're so much smarter than you're giving yourself credit for. And you have to stand up for yourself and be that boss ass bitch. When a guy says, oh, I could teach you that, you say, thanks, I already know. You don't say like, oh, that would be so kind, because this is what's going to happen. When you step into that queen and empress energy, the basic beta male bitches will fall to the wayside because they don't know how to handle that. So it is like fuckboy repellent to be able to stand in that queen energy. Oh my God. One thing that I used to do is like in sex, like I would just like, with like boys, I call it boys and men and girls and women. When I was a girl, I would sexually kind of behave like, oh, I've never had that done before. When honestly, I'm into BDSM. I'm into like, wild, crazy, like I am a wild animal in bed. But because I used to have sex with not so many, but like so many beta bitches that weren't comfortable enough in their sexuality, I would hide who I was and what I wanted in bed because I didn't want the guy to feel inadequate and like he couldn't please me. It's like when a guy's like, oh, did you come? And then like you say, yeah, oh my gosh, I came 10 times. You didn't fucking come 10 times, If you came 10 times, you'd be out of breath and wouldn't be able to respond, So it really is just about it. It's those dumb little things that we as women sometimes do to tell men what we think they want to hear. So you just have to stop telling men what you think they want to hear and just say what you're really thinking. If he didn't make you come, just be like, no, I didn't fucking come my light to be exactly. I've never had lots of attention from boys, so it's like I almost hide myself to please dumbass guys. No, it's so true, and that's what I'm saying. You don't want to be with anybody that doesn't want to be with you anyways. So stop acting like that because you don't want to be with those people. If they don't want you for who you actually are, then fuck them. There's so many people in the world, okay? All right. Sorry, I got on a soapbox there for a minute, but love you, Manya. Please don't take it personally. We've all done it. Every woman in the world has done it at some point. But that's the transition from princess to queen, is learning that you don't have to do that, and you'll be 10 times happier too. Yes, Manya. The Lord only gives us what we need in life. Okay, Chrissy. It's Chrissy's turn. You can come out if you're being quiet. Oh, she colored me a picture. No, it's not a picture. Thanks, Manya.
I did some business.
Oh, you did business. Oh my goodness, look, she did business. What's your business, baby? What did you do? What is that? Pink giraffe business? I love that. I'm so proud of you. That's really good business. Is Chrissy here? Chrissy. I know, she gets them every time.
I did Chrissy.
You didn't do Chrissy?
Yeah.
Work, because I don't want her to associate making money or like doing what she loves with being like a chore. So I never call it work. It's just always business. Like work is like, honestly, to me, I don't enjoy like if I had to mow the lawn or something. Okay, Chrissy's here, yay! So like to me, mowing the lawn, that's like work. Like, I mean, I don't own a lawn right now, but when I do, I'm hiring somebody to do that. My theory is like, why pay, or why do something you could pay somebody else to do? And trust me, I don't have the money right now to do all the things, or to pay somebody to do all the things that I don't enjoy doing, like cleaning, laundry, nannying and stuff. But it's like you have to operate as if you already do have those things, like the way you speak. So the current list, we're on Chrissy, and then it's Rose, then you, Anna, then R, then Pink Bailey, Hillary, St. Julian, Maribel, and then Moonlight Magic. But sometimes people dip out too, so not too many more till you, Anna. I'm sorry, guys. I get really long-winded, but Chrissy, she added black for you, black and gray. Good job, baby. Thank you. Okay, mommy's almost done, I promise. All right, Chris, you got the mentor, the teacher, the sage, the guru. It is said that cosmic knowledge pours down on the world like a great illuminated waterfall. This can be an overwhelming force. The true teacher, though, is said to be able to hold this flow of wisdom at bay while the student sips from a focused stream. The mentor archetype has a gift for reading the room, for sensing the exact ingredient that will stimulate growth within the student, whether pleasant or painful. The mentor, guys, I'm feeling myself a lot with this, Chrissy. The mentor may appear aloof or available, harsh or tender, humorous or rigid. Their gift is to know what serves the soul. Ultimately, the mentor is in service of the greater cosmic good and aids in the elevation of consciousness. Anytime the mentor forgets this humble link and mistakes themselves for the source of enlightenment, the archetype falls into shadow. Autumn? I'm not doing any more. I love you so much, but I'm doing business right now. Back in the room, please. Back in the room. Come on. Come on. I'll come get you when I'm done, okay? Chrissy, you very clearly have a spiritual gift. But as you embark on the journey to use it and harness it, it's like somebody had a similar reading. It's like about not forgetting where you came from, but almost like this isn't just from like your ancestors. This is source, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. It's just like not getting a big head about your talents and staying humble and not feeling like you're above people because of those talents. We are all on a spiritual journey. Like even the people that aren't woke yet and don't know it, like everybody's on a spiritual journey. It's just some people are at different levels. Like I like to use this example. Some people get all their finances in line right away, but then maybe their personal relationships and the romantic relationship struggle. Some people get their romantic relationship right away, but then maybe their finances and their friendship struggle, so everybody is on their own individual journey. And just because you might have developed your spiritual gifts a little sooner than the rest of the people around you, it doesn't mean small child to, a YouTube video to even the president of the United States, who I am not a fan of at all. But like there's something everybody we meet or come into contact with, we can learn something from. So it really is just not thinking that like everything. Was that don't forget the purpose of what these gifts were given to you for, is to enlighten the consciousness of the collective. We're all here to help each other in a certain way. It's not like about us. If you want to do something, like if your goal is like fame or fortune, that's the wrong intention to go into it. It doesn't mean that the path you're taking is wrong. It's that you need to feel it. Oh, it was Pinky's reading. Yeah. You need to feel it in your heart, like what your intention is. So don't feel like, oh, I'm doing this because I love money and I love fame. You have to want to do it because like, I just genuinely love helping people. And I know that's true about you. Of this caliber is like that selfish of a person, but it can be easy to get caught up in thinking that maybe you know more than most. So it's just kind of like, it's pretty basic. Just like, don't get a big head, it's like you got a gift, but think about when you see celebrities, like you want to talk to somebody and you can tell when somebody is fake humble, when they're just telling you what they think you want to hear versus somebody who is genuinely sincere with like, I really just want to help people, there's a difference. So it's just, Chrissy. I know it wasn't necessarily the most pleasant message, but we get what we need, not what we want. Okay. All right, Rose. It's Rose's turn.
Rose's turn.
Yay, Rose's turn.
Rose's turn.
Rose.
Rose. I'm building friend baby.
Yay, Rose is here. Okay. Oh. All right, let's see what Rose's card is. You know what I love is so far nobody's gotten the same card. That's really great for you guys. I mean, just for everybody, but also for me because I'm getting to read so many different descriptions. So, okay, Rose, you got the Shapeshifter. Look at how cool of a card that is. Number 15. Let me find that. Da-da-da-da-da.
What is it?
Okay, Rose, you got the Shapeshifter, and it says the true thing, only to reveal a more complex story below the surface. Autumn, if I have to, Autumn, you can go over there by the door and play, but you can't play so close to Mommy. It's too loud, okay? I love you very much, but this is within all of us to some degree. It is the side of our non-committal and experimental and longs to dismiss the rules. We need its energy to adapt to the ever-changing landscape of our existence. Thank you. You're done. Thank you. Okay. When the Shapeshifter card appears, it's important to imagine you are looking at life through a kaleidoscope rather than a single focused lens. At any moment, the scene may shift, revealing a more enchanting vision than you imagine. Be wary, though, as the lure of the kaleidoscope can leave you exhausted and yearning for solid ground. Dancing long-term with the Shapeshifter requires a central pillar of integrity that links us back to our center. Yeah, so this is just really making me feel, Rose. Oh no, lag. Is it caught up yet? This is just really making me feel that you're almost like I don't resonate so much with what this said for you. I feel that it's almost like you're a chameleon in the sense where like you're a very big people pleaser and you're always trying to be what everybody wants in a kind of like social setting, and you're not being your authentic self because you're afraid of what people will think of the real you. And so what I feel with this for you is just like learning to love yourself on a deeper level, so then you're not afraid to let the real you shine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like you're the trickster with this card. You're very much just like, you're constantly, like I said, like a chameleon, just like kind of molding and shaping yourself into the energy of whatever you think will please the person. Very much kind of like with Manya's reading, where it's like about doing that with men or like romantic relationships. But you kind of just do this with everybody because like you don't want to upset people. But that's the thing about it, is that you kind of are, because you're not showing them the real you. And so that's kind of tricking people, because even if what you're showing them is what you think they want to see, that's still tricking people, because that's not you. I mean, it's a part of you, it's a piece of you, but it's not the real you. It's just kind of about being like, I'm just polite. If I don't agree or don't like it, I just ignore it. Yeah, but see, that's what it is then, is you needing to stand up for your opinions. But it's like you're afraid of rocking the boat, so you don't want to stand up for yourself, and you just like you're brushing things over. But there are people in your life that your ideas don't align with, and where you want to go in your future, none of it's aligning. And so if you're keeping these people in your life by pretending to be this person that's not bothered by things when things do bother you, that you're out of alignment with your life's purpose. So you can't be afraid of losing people by being the real you. So it's just really getting comfortable with being more vulnerable. So, Hope you found that helpful. I know, like, sometimes the readings are really intense, and then it's like kind of awkward for me. I'm like, well, how do I end this? Because yeah, I know, like I say, guys, like, I'm not ever telling you something you don't already know. It's stuff that is in your subconscious that you know, but you might not be paying attention to know how to transmute that so you can move forward in life. So I really don't ever want somebody to take anything personally, because it's not personal. Everybody's got their shit. Even me. Just because I have a gift for doing this, it doesn't mean that I don't have my own issues. I think that's something that people forget sometimes. Like, I'm not above anybody. I don't think I'm above anybody. Never have, never will. Like, that's just not how we should operate as humans, you know? Like I said to Chrissy, who just kind of disappeared after her reading. I guess she didn't like it. But, you know, it's just, we get what we need, not what we want. I mean, I get it. You can take it however you want, but because you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And so a lot of times, maybe people just aren't ready for that message, and that's fine. I don't take it personally. Because like I said, nobody wants to think they have things that they need to improve on. So, but if whatever resonates with it for you, that's fine. You take that, and I'm glad you got something out of it. So yeah, and it can be like I tell people, it's the past or the present energy or the future. So no, I'm Autumn. Autumn, this is the absolute last. Are you ready for bed? Look at me. Look at me. This is the last time I'm going to ask you. Mommy has been very kind and very patient with the way you've been behaving. It's not okay. Mommy played with you all day, and I need just a little bit of time right now to finish, okay? Okay, it's Anna's turn. You're welcome, Rose. That's Anna.
Princess Anna.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, Anna's here. Yes, Anna, my girl, sending me money. We like that. I basically paid for the toy I bought her today for the good listening she's not keeping up with. Mm-hmm. I'm all about like reward, and only punish when absolute necessary. Okay, we'll show those later, baby. Mommy's got to get through these. People are being very patient and wanting their readings, okay? Just how they're being patient, you need to be patient, okay? All right. I think in the future, I'm going to do something where, like, if people do donate money, you can skip the line, or at least be next in the donate money line, because that's really kind. Like, I definitely appreciate that. So, I love you. I'm just going to go ahead and say this now. I'm not going to be able to get to the people on the waiting list because this kid is just done for the day. So, I'm going to use my laptop in here too. Autumn, go in the room now. You guys, I'm gonna like seriously lose my shit because this is just too much. It's like everybody's at their limits, and she knows this is. We've all been there. We've all been in her mode. Okay, so yeah, there's no way I can get to the waiting list. I'm sorry, guys. I normally do this after she's in bed, but I just didn't have the capacity for that today, so I had to just do it now. No, shut the door. You're not allowed to come out right now. That was really bad listening. I've asked you too many times. Okay, when I'm done, not right now. Okay, Anna, there we go. Ooh. Okay, Anna. You got the kiss. Number 30, find out. Ooh, I love this card. Look at how like romantic and sensual that handhold is. Okay, so it says the touch, the chemistry, the sex. Before a first kiss, the air is electrified. Each breath is alive with possibility and magic. What will their lips be like? Their tongue? Do they want to kiss me in return? The archetypal energy of the kiss is a heightened sensation of merging with other, of letting in what was moments ago separate, to become one. It is risky but beautiful business. These moments forever change us as we move past the solitary self toward union and acceptance. This card suggests true intimacy is around the corner, which requires bravery and surrender. The kiss takes a non-human form. It may be experienced as touching the sacred, hearing a whisper, or being graced by a divine being. You will recognize the presence of the kiss by cold chills and an awakening of the heart. Oh, Anna, the energy I'm feeling from this card for you. So you probably don't know this because I'm not sure you've been here before. Maybe you have, but I don't do love readings. Like I don't take questions. As I've mentioned, I think that's normally what everyone wants to know about is like love and career. And I very specifically try to tell people these are things you need to work on before any of that will ever happen. Well, Anna, you're there, bitch. It's coming your way. You've done the work. You've put in the effort. And honestly, that's kind of evident to me by the fact that, and I don't want anybody to feel any type of way from this because I understand our financial situations are all very different, but even the fact that you understand that everything should be an equal exchange of energy. And so you came in, you said hi, you sent me money even before you knew you were going to get a reading. Like that's just like a different level of consciousness where like you're not expecting to just take, like you've leveled up, and the work that you've done, the internal work that you've done is bringing this divine love and partnership to you. This isn't just some like new boyfriend coming in, this, yeah, exactly. Like I love you said, envious. This is the energy that anyone could hope or want to get in a card. Honestly, I'm going to pull a card for myself after I do the rest of these people. And I hope I fucking get this one, like who doesn't want this divine love, this divine partnership? This is just the universe letting you know, like you're on the right path. You're manifesting your soulmate right now. I definitely don't feel twin flame energy from this. This is just a soulmate, and that should not be negated. Like everyone gets so caught up in the idea of like twin flame, this divine. I have a twin flame in this lifetime. We're currently in separation, and we're gonna be in separation for the rest of this lifetime because I've made a choice to go in a different path. And a soulmate is just as good of a fulfilling love. Like, because this is the thing, when it's love, when it's this true love, you don't need or want or have to put a label on it because it just feels right. And that's what you're drawing in on us. So like, good for you, bitch. Good for you. I'm really happy for you. Okay, hold on. But then you have to go back in the room. You're still on lockdown, okay? Here, go. Okay, go get. So, like a lot of kids with like screen time, they like parents are like, oh no, screen time. I can't pay my kid to watch TV or a screen. She has pretty much zero interest. So I'm grateful. She just brought me her little YouTube. Hannah, I hope you enjoyed like that card because I know the rest of us did. The rest of us are like, how can I get that Anna energy? But you know what that comes from, guys? That comes from self-love, learning to love yourself on the deepest level, because what you become is really what you attract. And when you love yourself so deep, you put up these boundaries, like we were talking about with Manya, like you create these boundaries within yourself that say to everyone who comes into your energy field, I will accept nothing less. I love myself this much, so you need to love me this much, if not even more, because then we help bring each other up. So Anya's done the work. I don't know what you've been doing, girl, but keep on doing it. So, yes. Okay, so yeah, Re-R still here? It's sorry guys, my necklaces. This is moonstone. I wear this every day. Moonstone, for those of you who don't know, it is supposed to or known to help heighten intuition. Yay, Re-R. I wear this every day. I bought it for myself after I left my baby daddy. So I kind of buy myself some jewelry. Love this necklace. It's the only jewelry I own. Oh, yes! We are! Fuck yes, bitch! You got the queen! Yes! Oh my god, I haven't even read the book yet, and I'm loving it. Number 11, too. You're welcome, Anna. Thank you, too. Like, I'm so happy to have all of you here. Like, I could never explain to you in words, like, how much it fills my heart up to know that, like, people give a shit about what I have to say. Now I've finally learned to love myself enough to know. But anyways, we are, okay, the queen, the empress. This is what we're talking about. The mother queen, the sovereign. Like her counterpart. Sorry, it's just like the readings really do just continue to progress tonight in the order that everyone's been read. We're all on different journeys. We're all headed to the same place. But this is like, seriously, divine feminine energy. This is where you want to be, the queen. Like her counterpart, the king, the queen has a dualistic nature. Either she presides over the realm with grace and eloquence that comes from the heavens to uplift the spirit of others, or she falls into petty, contemptuous moods, casting a shadow across the land. If the king is the ego, the queen is the expression of that ego in the world. She is the lotus's bloom, the dancer's bow, the moon's bow, the moon's radiant reflection. When the queen is seated in her rightful and righteous place, she is patient and forgiving. She waits for the grace of God and goddess to move through her, striving and grasping for nothing, to be the benevolent leader. To embody the queen is to settle into deep trust, resolve, and power. The royal queen fears nothing, for divinity itself cradles her heart. Oh, sorry. We are, yes, you are magic, bitch. Like, I could cry for you right now because I can just feel the journey and the trials and the tribulations that you've been through, and it is not for nothing. I don't feel that you are exactly here yet, but I feel that this is very much the energy of what you are becoming. And I feel that by mid-spring is when you will fully understand the power that you hold inside of you. So just keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right path. You're doing everything right. You just need to keep being this boss ass bitch and like know that your work is not for nothing, because very soon you will be seeing the rewards of it. Okay. Hello, Dat Ninja. So next is Pink Bailey, but yeah, I have 4 more on my list, and then after that, the list is closed. Oh, we just hit the 2-hour mark. I normally only go 2 hours or around there. And then also my daughter's still awake right now. So it's been very challenging to get through this. And that's why we'll be going over 2 hours, because it's taken a lot longer. So you're welcome, Re-R. What, baby? Here. You need water in there? Here, just go get mine then. I think mine has regular waters. Watch your fingers. Go get mine, because yours still has unicorn juice. Put some vitamin water in there and called it unicorn juice. It was pink. You could do mine or you could do yours. Yours has the unicorn juice. Okay. She took that real quick. All right. Oh, shit. Pink Bailey. You could take it with you in there, baby. You're not allowed out here right now. You're on lockdown. Yes, that purple drink. No, it's pink. It was like the vitamin water that said focus on it. I hope that doesn't mean caffeine. I don't think vitamin waters have caffeine. It was like kiwi strawberry flavored. Anyways, that's your card. That's interesting. But I felt like we're for somebody that. Oh my God, you guys, this is just blowing my mind, because we're on the 17th reading of the night and a different card. I mean, granted, there's 78 different cards, but this card's interesting too, because it says, I can't wait to see what this one says. Gnosis? 25, 35, 45, 50. It's the 50th card in the deck, but it's the first card that has double like names and labels on it. Let me just pick this one. See, most of them are like this. Shit. Pink Bailey. Let's see what it says. I'll find number 50 here. Now she shut me out, which is fine. Thank God. 25, 35, 45, 50. Okay, hold on. Oh, maybe it's in this section. It's here. guys, I'm not the best at my Roman numerals, so I'm kind of just having to flip through towards these back ones. Like, what am I? Obviously, one of the last ones. Oh, so they do start to get like that. Ooh, the initiations. You got us into a whole new section of the guidebook, Pink Bailey. Let's see what I feel for this. Okay. Gnosis. I'm assuming knowing mystic truths. Knowledge is not found in facts and figures in scholarly books or library shelves. Rather, gnosis points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that rises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. Those who are drawn to gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies, likely involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, or perhaps science. Knowing is their calling. Not knowing is their job description. No matter how far the alchemists take their studies, they come to the ultimate conclusion that facts slip toward mystery, and soon the mystery results in facts. This card signifies a knowing that is life-changing. Once you experience it, you are forever changed and become a guardian of gnosis. The eternal mystery is calling you. Study your passion in the deepest way available to you. So yeah, what I'm getting for you, Pink Bailey, with this card is that you absolutely know exactly what you're supposed to be doing right now, but you're kind of in denial about it. You are keeping yourself stuck at this sort of crossroads because, well, it's fear. You know, that's fear's the number one holding backer. I know that's not a word, but you know, like you're holding yourself back from what you know to be true, what is your truth, because you're just afraid of what it looks like on the other side. So I'm feeling that this card is just all about surrendering to the divine. I very much feel the Fool's energy with this, and you just have to take the leap and let the net appear, you know? I know there are no guarantees in life, but I love that quote that says, like, you don't have to see the whole staircase, you just have to see the first step. So take that step, okay? And like the way you can build your confidence to help you get there is with self-love and creating a self-love practice that'll help you know. Everything we need to know in life is already within us. Like that's across the board. We all already have the knowledge. Like even me reading tarot, this is why I tell people, I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. But sometimes it's just stuff that you're blocking yourself from because like we get clouded when we're afraid and we can't see as clearly. So that's why tarot is just like a guide and a tool to help us get there. But you already know, Riar. So you just need to get her done. Sorry, that was Pink Bailey. Sorry. Pink, you just need to trust yourself. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. And something that could help you believe in yourself more, do like a small like thing where you just ask the universe for a sign. Like even you can even ask the universe for a sign about what I just told you. Like, is this bitch right? Show me a giraffe. And then the universe will show you a giraffe. And then you'll know that was the right choice. When we ask for advice and we're asking people questions, we already know the answers. We just want to be validated in what we feel inside because we're confident enough to go in that direction. So you already know. Get her done. All right. Hillary St. Julian, I believe. Is she still here? Hillary St. Julian. You're welcome, Pink Bailey. You're on YouTube right now. You know, like you're ready is what that card says to me. But you just have to trust yourself to take those next steps. Hillary St. Julian, last call. Hillary St. Julian. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Okay, no Hillary St. Julian. Maribel, is Maribel still here? Yes, Maribel. Okay. Ooh. As soon as I said your name, it flipped out. So interesting. The threshold. 10, 25, 35, 40. Number 40, the threshold. For those of you who are new here, this is not normally how I do these lives. I don't normally use a book to read people. This was just because this was a new deck I got, and I always really resonate with, this is a tool for me too. Hey, Michelle, welcome. This was like a tool for me to get to know the deck better. So I'm so grateful for you all for humoring me and playing along, because this is very not like most of my readings. If you want to get a regular reading sometime, I suggest you subscribe and turn on notifications, because I do a live every Thursday. But if you're new to my channel, I also travel full time with my 3-year-old daughter. And so on if I have a travel day on a Thursday, that's why the lives aren't always when they say they're going to be. 90% of the time they're on Thursdays, but today is Saturday. But I guarantee one live a week. So here we are. Finally found it. Takes me a minute. Still working on those Roman numerals. All right. The threshold for Maribel. The door, the gate, the initiation. We cross thresholds continually, consciously, and unconsciously. Doorways, gates, and entryways grace our path on a daily basis. When this card arises, it signifies that the precipice you stand upon is not your typical one. However, you have arrived at a threshold of initiation here to usher you into a new reality. It requires you to leave behind the you that you thought was so well informed. A new frontier calls. This is not easy work. Threshold initiation means a part of you will be lost in order to make space for what is next. A metaphorical death must occur. Some may not recognize you. You may struggle to recognize yourself. The fact that I'm coughing right now, we'll address that in a minute. A metaphorical death must occur. Some may not recognize you. You may struggle to recognize yourself. The ground seems to crumble as you free fall into your new reality. This is the liminal realm. One step, dear friend. Just take that one necessary step toward the future that calls you. Didn't I just say we don't have to see the whole staircase to take the next step? And all of these readings have been building on each other all night. And what the threshold is for Maribel is you very much were the caterpillar, and then you were in the cocoon, and then you were the butterfly, and then you were the butterfly drying your wings out so you could fly. And Maribel, where you're at right now is it's time to fucking fly. And you're okay. Well, when I'm done, baby, I'm almost done. You're not trusting your wings enough yet, you know? And you're not going to be able to get off the ground unless you start to trust yourself. You have to be able to show everybody the transformation that has happened within you for it to, I don't want to say for it to mean anything, because it doesn't mean anything, but you have a purpose to share and spread your light. Butterflies can fly anywhere for a reason, because they bring messages of calm and peace to people. And that's what you have to do, Maribel. You've been through all this shit, and now's your chance to share your journey with the world, but you're holding yourself back out of fear. So you just have to spread those wings. Fly away, it makes me think of that song. I think of this song often when I'm doing these lives, but especially for you, Maribel, and with this card, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. There, you've done the work, so it's time to fly. Yes, the change has already happened. It's already happened to and within you. And this is the next in the new phase of your life that you need to jump into. So, Hillary St. Julian, there's no way you were buffering for 10 minutes, girl. But I'll do you after Moonlight Grace, since you were already on the list and now you're back. So, if you're down here, I don't always do that, but I'm a kind soul. I do my best. You were on the list for a while. And I understand people have to pop in and pop out. But Maribel, I hope you enjoyed that reading. So Yes, it's Moonlight Magic and then Hillary St. Jillian. Oh, and then I didn't even notice you put me on the list. Yeah, for anybody who wants to watch me read myself. I'm just like, I'm enjoying these cards so much. So I was like, you know what? I don't know if I can pull one for me. So in the next week, I will be more settled. We're going to be moving on to Vancouver Island for 2 weeks. So I do plan on putting out more content than you guys. If you could see the notes in my phone, let me see if I can just even scroll. Like this is literally like all ideas of, oh wait, hold on. This is all ideas of content that I want to do and put out of topics and different things. And it just keeps going. But it is such a challenging effort when I have no help with childcare. As you guys can see tonight, like this, you know, being a single mom is, you know, a very huge opportunity for growth. Okay, so Moonlight Magic. Let's pull a card for Moonlight Magic. Just got a snack. Is it my go? Yes, Moonlight Magic. I'm pulling your card right now. I didn't even know you were snacking over there. Oh, I forgot I had more champagne here. Oh, and by the way, I don't always drink when I do these. I know I drank last week. I might have drank wine last week. But at the same time, like, this is my Saturday night. You know, Mama's getting her champagne on. I hang out with a 3-year-old all day, guys. Thank you, WG, for subscribing. I'm sorry the list is closed tonight, but I've already been going over 2 hours, and my 3-year-old is getting real antsy. Gotta get her ass in bed soon. I know she heard that. She came to peek out the door. Bedtime? What? You put me to bed? Yes, you go to bed soon. Okay. Moonlight Magic. I'm shuffling and shuffling. I know you don't like going to bed. I know you don't like going to bed, but it's going to be bedtime soon.
But I'm still watching.
What are you watching? Oh, okay. Do the tubes. Oh, interesting. No. So here we go again. Another card that we have not had tonight. You got the Judge, which is kind of probably like Judgment, but number 14, the Judge. Let's see what this one says. I'm loving this deck, guys. New deck for me, for those of you who did not hear earlier. Man, I gotta pee. The main reason I only try to go 2 hours is because reading cards and energy is very draining, and I personally cannot go more than 2 hours without taking a break. Like literally, like just like 5 minutes even to decompress and pee and like drink water. And speaking of, I should drink some more water. All right, this is Moonlight Magic's card, the Judge. The critic, the diplomat, the advocate. The judge has an incredibly important job. They work every waking hour of every day, helping us discern what is safe, true, and just. When this archetype remains unconscious or is captivated by fear, wise discernment turns into painful judgment of self and other. Ironically, the judge's energy can be the seed of racism, bigotry, and fear-mongering. This is the judge out of balance, building walls separating from other. When this same discerning force is made conscious and healed, however, the judge may be found advocating for civil rights causes, standing up for the underdog, providing resources for those in need, and forgiving again and again. Love is the deciding factor. Awakening this archetype is essential for the complex times we are in. Get your judge in order. The world needs it. Moonlight Magic. The world absolutely needs you and your spiritual gifts and everything you have to offer. But what I'm feeling from this card, and I've been there, so honestly, no judgment, no pun intended. But you know, when you're so much in the spiritual realm, that it can be very easy to look at people who aren't and be like, oh, you don't know anything. And I think I was saying this with somebody else's reading earlier. It's like, just because people don't agree or see the things that you see, it doesn't mean that they don't have something to teach you or that you could learn from. So I feel like what you really need to be channeling is listening a little more, because when you're the judge, what do you mean you don't, how can you not see that that's a fucked up way to treat somebody? That's not okay. You don't treat somebody like that. But like then it becomes a thing where you have to remind yourself, not everybody has been through what you've been through. Not everybody is on the journey you're on. So it's more just about like having patience and compassionate with those that you encounter, and understanding that what you know is your gift. And not only you know that, but like everyone around you, you might be the only person that they know that knows that. And that's why it can be hard for them to resonate with, because they've never met anybody like you before. So it's not something that, like, this isn't like a bad or a negative energy, but it's just like a reminder to focus on the reason you have the gift you do to begin with, is to like hold space for those people and allow them to also express their opinion. Because when you're constantly talking, when somebody's constantly talking at you and they don't give you a turn to talk, you kind of just throw your hands up and you're like, fuck it, whatever, just keep talking. And when with us, like a spiritual minded people, we can have all these opinions and we just want to share them with everybody because we're so passionate about what we believe. But you need to remember to allow the space to hear what those people are saying to you. And then once they have their turn to talk, then they almost give you more ammo to work with, because typically what happens when people aren't speaking from a place of truth, they're constantly putting their foot in their mouth. Okay. So you just need to remember to allow them to put their foot in their mouth. And then you have more ammo when you come back with your rebuttal or whatever it is. But it's really just about like holding kindness and compassion for people who don't know everything that you so. But people aren't going to hear what you have to say if you're not listening to them first, okay? All right, Moonlight Magic. I hope you enjoyed that. Hillary St. Julian, are you still here? Are you still buffering, girl? Hillary St. Julian, my last read, and then I'm going to read myself. Hillary, okay, she's here. Oh my goodness, sorry. I need to do some stretching tonight, man. You're welcome, Moonlight Magic. Yeah, I know it's like sometimes the readings are like, well, I don't want to know that about me, but like, it's true. It's like, and that's growth, and that shows maturity, being able to recognize, like, you know what? Maybe I do that. Maybe I could be a little better of a listener. Trust me, I didn't become who I am by constantly talking at people. Like, I had to humble myself to be a good listener too, because we all have that. Balance that with listening. So you aren't alone, Moonlight Magic. All right, Hillary St. Julian, a card for Hillary. What is a card for Hillary? The Desert, 37. Let's see what desert could mean. Somewhere around the area. But not quite there. No, because it doesn't have any L's in it. So it has to be back here. 10. That one's 15. Okay, we're way back. Oh, okay. Here we go. The desert. Hillary St. Julian. The drought, the wasteland, the badlands. The desert leaves us disoriented, desperate for direction, grasping for meaning, longing for solid ground. For endless miles, we are confronted with a lack of clarity and existential dread. We are thirsty, hungry, pleading with life to get back to normal, to become animated by the simple pleasantries of day-to-day life. The desert offers no such comfort, and all must pass through it. If you can embrace the discomfort of the desert knowing you will someday reach water and tap into the potent energy of the landscape. Its lights are blindingly bright and its darks terrifyingly deep, which makes for unbridled creativity and clairvoyant visions. Truths reside in the desert that otherwise remain hidden. The crows, the shadows, the coyotes call the coyotes call surround you. Let the winds and sands work their deep magic, weary traveler. So, oh, Hillary, I totally feel you on this. You're exhausted with the journey. You're over it. You're wondering, when the fuck is this shit gonna end? I'm tired of the lessons. I'm tired of the journey. Let's get to the good stuff. And that's exactly why Spirit is keeping you there, because it's about learning to appreciate the journey for what it is and knowing that this too shall pass. You can't, like, you can't rush through the bad. You wouldn't want to rush through the good. We always want the good to last forever. And what we have to grow to understand is that the bad is the same. Sometimes things aren't there. Like, God's not fucking with us. The universe isn't fucking with you. Like, this too shall pass, but you have to learn to just sit and be still in it. And it's like learning to go with the flow, ironically, because it's a desert card, but like it really is about like flowing with water and understanding the necessity of the darkness to balance the light. We can't have one without the other. I still am. I'm not quite sure what I said that was in response to, because I guess there's a lag, but yeah, like, I mean, I'm assuming you're still in the thick of it. This very much makes me feel like you're in the thick of your journey and you're just like, oh, can it be over with? I've been there. I get it. Like I was probably still there till about like 2 weeks ago. I'm just like, fuck, it's been years. It's been years. Can we be done? I'm tired of healing. I'm tired of growing. But, that's when I just have to remind myself, like, we're constantly growing. We're constantly healing. And it's just about learning to appreciate those moments as much as you appreciate the good ones. So a good practice for you to help you just like get through this part of your journey is to, every day, you should be starting and ending your day with gratitude, writing down 3 to 5 things of, topics or issues that you're just truly grateful for. And that includes the ugly, like, I'm grateful for the opportunity to grow my patience through this experience. It really is just like about appreciating the shit part of it. Yes, welcome back, Manya. I just finished reading Hillary. Hope that resonated with you, Hillary. So funny when I say like, hope you enjoyed it to people about like, when it's maybe a less than desirable reading, but you got this. You're very clearly like on the journey and doing the work. It's just like learning to relax into it and understanding that it's not going to be like that forever. So, now, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm kind of nervous. I'm going to pull a card for myself. I did read myself one time last time, but I have nothing to be nervous about, because very much like I was just telling Hillary, even if it's something that I don't want to hear, it's going to be good for me, So, okay, kids, we're pulling one for Mama Britt. Let's see what it is. Oh, do it. Oh, I'm doing it. Shit, I wish I could go pee first. No, that's not it. You guys, I have to pee really bad. I want to enjoy my reading. I mean, I enjoy all of yours, but I'm going to go pee. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm almost done with it. I just got to pee and then do one more. You're waiting for what? Treats. Oh my goodness.
I'm waiting for some treats so I can eat.
Waiting for treats like you?
Yeah.
Oh, because when I'm done, you get a treat?
Yeah. And then we share it. Then we share the treat. Share the treat
Okay, well. Okay.
Birdies don't eat goldfish.
Okay, no, birdies don't eat goldfish. All right, I'm almost done. Okay, guys. Oh, thank you for bearing with me. Yes, dude. That's so funny you say that. That's such a synchronicity. I'm such an I've really been getting into watching Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. But yes, you guys, so for those of you who might be new, I drink so much water. Like I drink water all day, every day because I sweat so much. I used to make a joke in my stand-up comedy that I got my mom's ass and my dad's sweat glands. And so I have to, yes, little autumn in the background. I have to pee all the time because, you know, but that means like my shit's healthy. So yeah, me going over 2 hours without peeing has been 2.5 hours because I always pee right before I do this. And then 2 hours is kind of like my max. It's been 2.5. And I was like, I gotta go fucking pee. So, okay. Guys, a card for me. Oh my gosh. Let's see. It's just like, oh, this one was like, I'm coming out. Oh my God. I am mountain. Okay, and I don't need to reread it because I already read it, but my interpretation for this, okay, because I told you guys when I first got on here about the drive that I had through the ice and the snow, and the whole time I kept just thinking like, this is such a metaphor for the journey that I've been on. Like I literally, on the drive out here, I drove through Jasper National Park, but then there's also this one summit, which I was telling you that those reality shows are about. And I was like, this is just such a metaphor for my life. I have literally, you know, that Miley Cyrus song, like, there's always gonna climb, that I just went on. And then when I got to the summit of that mountain, I like wanted to cry and I couldn't. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice. Yes, 3-3. Fuck yes, because that's such a number for me, like lately. Like, oh no, I get what you're saying. Like, this card just brings my heart so much peace. Because it's about remembering like the journey. It's not about just reaching the top, because just as quick as you go up, you can go down. And I feel like where I'm at right now is kind of like over here. Like I went up and I was here at the hardest, most difficult part of my journey. And then now I'm like slowly coming down from it. And not that I like miss the ride, but I'm in this unknown part where I'm getting ready to come off the card and I don't know what's coming next for me. I mean, I know where I'm physically going to be, but I just feel my life getting ready to explode. And I feel like this person inside the mountain, like, you know, the movie Aladdin, like the old one, I haven't seen the new one yet, where he goes to the cave and he's like, who disturbs my slumber? And he's like, it is I, Aladdin. And like some people get swallowed up, but then he lets Aladdin to make them, because I'm just so happy to be off the fucking mountain. You know, I'm just so happy I didn't die going into the cave. So this isn't the card I wanted, but it definitely resonates with me. Kind of annoyed by it because like I'm fucking over mountains right now. Like you guys, I can't even tell you how scary that drive was. Well, I'm actually not in. Is it really? I haven't seen it. I downloaded the soundtrack and I wasn't that happy. But oh, speaking of mountains, tomorrow we're actually driving to Whistler. It's like 2 hours from Vancouver, but I just really wanted to like check it out. So we're just gonna do a little day trip. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, anyways, guys, I know tonight wasn't typical. I'm so grateful for everyone's patience with my mothering and stuff. You know, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Oh yeah, Madia. You would know. I'm excited to see it. Yeah, we were gonna stay there a night or two, but it was so pricey. I was like, you know, let's fucking go check it out. Like if we skied and snowboard and stuff, then it would be worth it. But it didn't really seem worth it because, you know, she doesn't even like to go sledding. She likes to just dig in the snow. And we just did that for the last 6 weeks in Edmonton. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Like seriously, I'm so grateful. It fills my heart up with so much love to just like have the company of you all while I'm on my own journey and adventure. So thank you. Love you all. Special shout out to my moderator. I love you for holding down the fort and back to whatever. But I'm so grateful that you guys like humored me and let me play with this new deck with you. So it was a good thing. But all right, I gotta go give my child some attention now because she's just like, you know, convulsing without it. But all right, love you guys. Bye. See you next week. Peace out, motherfucker.